Hello, it's Yatha. Now, Super Mario Maker 2 just got announced, and now at first I actually wasn't that excited because I don't really know why. I didn't see it in the direct. I watched it with my friend, and I think he skipped it somehow, so I didn't actually see it in the direct, and usually I get more hyped for something if it goes into a direct. But now looking over the trailer again and seeing all the features coming, I am ultra hyped. I'm like Smash Bros levels of hype again. It's been a while since Smash. No, it's only been like 2 months. I can take that back. But like, it feels like it's been a while since Smash came out, and I'm I'm very excited to play Super Mario Maker 2. And there's so much stuff coming. There's like 3D world, the jungle, the desert, ice backgrounds. There might not even be multiplayer. But I'm going to be doing some predictions or predictions slash wants. Some of them are wants, some of them are predictions. But I'm going to be basing my predictions off of what we saw in the trailer. So my first prediction is vertical stages. Now this isn't really actually going off of anything actually in the game. It's just kind of a general prediction that I think it might happen. But my next prediction, which I do have some evidence to back up, is more sub areas because there's actually a number in the bottom, I think left corner. Might be right. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. It has like a number. When you're in the when you're in the normal world, it has a 1. But when you're in the 2, and it's like an underground, so we can assume it's a sub area, or I think it's an underground. I'm not 100% sure. Again, I'm going off the top of my head. It's like a 2. So I'm assuming Steve Gaming actually said, basically explains how it might be a sub area. So if I'm assuming it is a sub area, which I'm pretty confident it is, why would they just have 1 and 2? Could they have like a 3? You could easily have a 3 because if you don't really need numbers to have more sub areas. Another prediction is slow spitting pipes. They have fast spitting pipes, why not add slow ones? Now, we also could now there's some more like raising water in any style. We see a lot of water in just random stages, so I'm pretty sure. I mean, I highly doubt they were gonna make a separate theme that has water in the background. Raise limits on like doors, blocks, some entities, because I mean, not have it infinite. I know why they don't have it infinite, especially for entities. Not really blocks though, but just raise it so we have more freedom. And I'm not sure if they're actually going to make the amount of land you can put down bigger, or like the area of land you can put down bigger. If they're having more sub areas, to be honest, I think they might not, which is a little. I think the Mario Maker land we had was fine. Maybe a little more vertical distance, but other than that, it's fine. And we could have a new power up. I don't honestly think this might happen. This is more of a want. But if we were going to see a new power up, I would say it'd be a mini mushroom. The reason why is for when you know how you can put a mushroom onto an enemy and it gets bigger. What if you put a mini mushroom onto an enemy and it got smaller? So it's a little bit of an educated guess. And also, speaking of mushrooms getting things bigger, what if you could put another mushroom on top of an already mushroomized enemy and he got 2 times bigger? That was just a suggestion. Now, for some enemies to come in here, now not some of these are predictions, some of these are wants. The two enemies I genuinely think might come in that we haven't already seen is Spike, and the Mecha Koopa. But some other ones, Spike and Mecha Koopa, they're just, especially Spike, are just very signature to the franchise ever since like Mario 3 and World. Mecha Koopa, especially for airships. But some other enemies I'd like to see would probably be like Fire Chomp, Fire Chomp, Charging Chuck, Bowser Statue, Rex, Thwimp, Urchin, variations of Hammer Bros. Actually, I think this might also come if you put like a Fire Flower on a Hammer Bro, then it becomes a Fire Bro. A Spiny Cheep, and for the 3D world enemies, we've seen like the ant, the weird spiky piranha plant, and there's not really too many other 3D World enemies. So I'm not, and maybe we can have like cat suit. Did we see the cat suits? But like maybe you can have like a cat suit power up you can put on the thing, which would be cool. And although in the 3D World trailer they actually had bullet bills in the background, which I found interesting, and like little grid things you can grab onto. But I feel like 3D World's gonna be, if you make it, you have to stick with it, because like you have the other themes. Well, they can switch back and forth easily, but 3D World just it's so different. I think you have to like stay in it if you make it. You can't just easily switch. Now, for some other features, now there's like a what if we saw the Koopalings in, like, if you shake Bowser Jr., you get the Koopalings, and they all had different variations based on how they fought, and even for each like area or the world. Like Super Mario World, they fight how they were. Wait, no, they like. Never mind. As, like Super Mario World, they kind of fight like how they were in Super Mario World, New Super Mario Bros. U style. They kind of fight like how they were in New Super Mario Bros. U, etc. So, I think that'd be fun to see. I mean, for Super Mario Bros. And 3D World, they have to make stuff up, but because Koopalings weren't in those games. But I mean, whatever. And they've done it for like a bunch of other stuff already, especially for Mario 1. They made the airship theme just for Mario 1. Now, being able to switch characters in a 3D world, not just specifically for 3D World style, like this again adds on to being like you select it, you stay in it. So like you can start off. Now I'm not sure if they're gonna make it, because we also saw, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be multiplayer. There was Luigi on the box art, so I think it's an educated guess to have multiplayer. But even also on top of that, and on the box art, there was like 2 Toads in there, actually, I'm pretty sure. Or like a promotional art image. So I think there's actually going to be 4-player multiplayer, which is insane. I was thinking like 2 would just be cool, but 4, oh wow. I wonder what they're going to do for the Mario 1, 3, and World style, since the 4-player wasn't in those games. But it wasn't you in 3D World, so. But in 3D World, all the characters had different traits. So, like, if you can start off a level with, like, a Toad, and its levels based on Toad's fast abilities, that would be quite cool. Or, like, there's a level based off Peach's floating abilities. Or, even cooler, you can have, like, a weird power-up that you grab, and it switch your character. I mean, obviously in multiplayer, this would have to have some tweaking. Like, you have to play the game, or like if you have it switching, you have to play it with only one player, which I'll get to how the multiplayer will work when I get to the online section. But yeah, so also the last one, which is totally a one. I do not see this happening. But what if we got a Game Boy style? Now, the reason why I don't think this would happen is because there's so much you have to add, because the Game Boy was so limited and it just wouldn't make sense. But it's just a cool little thought. Now, for online. So the first thing for online is a search filter. Oh my god, I so want this. Because right in Mario Maker 1, how you can search for levels, you can either, like, go in the 100 Mario Challenge and find it randomly. You can go in the featured section where you try to find it through, like, social media. That's, like, the only ways. You could not really filter that. Like, oh, I want to play a music level. I mean, you can't just go onto the search bar and then type in, like, a little thing that says music level, and then it take you to a music level. Or something like that. So that would be pretty cool. Mainly difficulty is something I want. And also, I want them to change how the difficulty is made. Instead of being a player ranking, or like a player percent, because sometimes a player goes into a level and they see it's too hard and then they quit, so the player percent's kind of wonked up. Instead of that, having it so the player decides how difficult it is only if they complete the level. Now, if there's like an impossible level, then, like, I guess it would be assumed as very hard, since literally nobody has completed it. If there's, like, more than 100 people, if it's just, like, less than, I don't know, they need some thought. But one of the cooler thing would be if they had like a hashtag system, like hashtag music or hashtag mini, just based off some of the level's properties that you can search up, which would be pretty interesting. And also, a troll detector. What if when you're about to post a level, that's like, all it is 2 doors, and you can, when you go through one of the doors, it'll kill you instantly, and the other door will just put you to the end of the level. You hate the, or like, just, what if it was just a level that was just that? That would be a pain. I would hate that. So, what if we had a detector that made it so if that level is posted, then you can't see it in 100 Mario Challenge? That would be, and then maybe for some other common trolls, like, such as, when you fall down a pit and there's like invisible blocks so you can't get out and you're forced to restart, stuff like that. Obviously there's need to be, I'd rather have it where the computer AI is like not really programmed to do much, is always correct, instead of not programmed to do a lot but it's sometimes correct, because I don't want like no one see my level because there's some accidental thing that the computer went wrong with. But yeah, so troll detectors would be pretty nice to have. Now, making a level multiplayer compatible or not, or only, or like, you can have it so a player, again, this is going off as multiplayer is even a thing, so you can have it if, let's just say we have a level that is only 1 player or only 2 player because it's like a 2-player puzzle, or maybe you can have like 1 to 4 players, doesn't matter, or maybe you can only have 4, stuff like that. And then next off is making levels linked with like maybe even secret exits. Like someone could make, now this kind of stuff wouldn't appear on 100 Mario Challenge, but some person could put like a world system on their profile and they can have like 10 levels or something, and in those 10 levels it'd be like a level, it'd be like a mini world, and they can call it whatever they want, and it'd be kind of cool. So the world would be like, and you can even have like secret exits, and like in like the 3rd world you can have like in the sub area a little secret exit that you have to find, and it'll like skip you a bunch of levels, and it'd be really interesting, and you can like see what people beat it or who beat it. I'd really love to see. That's a want. That is a want. Now, star coins. Now you might thought was like, wait, should this be in the items section? And yeah, it technically should, but it's not really useful in just, if you just play this game locally, you're just like it's just a decoration. But online, so let's say you just made a level and there's some star coins in it. Well, a player plays it. Now at first the star coin is kind of blurry because it's not confirmed to be if it's hard or not, because I'll explain in a sec. So, and once if that player gets it, then that star coin has a 100% clear rate. So if another player misses it, then they'll have a 50% of people get that star coin. So, and then if there's like, a player could have on their profile how many star coins they got, and for a star coin to actually be validated as a star coin, less than like, I don't know, 75% of people, some good percent, maybe 50, 90, I don't know, to prevent people just making a level with a bunch of star coins and having a count. And if a star coin is enough people got it, or it's like really easy, then it'll be blue and you can't get it. But even cooler, you can have another counter of like special star coins that if a very few amount of people have gotten it and you got it, then you get like, and they'll be glowing or something, then you get a counter up on special star coins. I'd love to see a system like that. Now that is a want, by the way. Another thing is a likes and dislikes system / like 1 through 5 stars, because there are some crappy levels. There's some unfun levels out there, And if a level gets enough dislikes, they'll just be taken down, and no one can deal with it anymore. Or like enough 1 stars. Or if like a level is really good, then you'll see more like 5-star levels or more highly liked levels more and more often than like lower star levels. You can even apply this to the search filter as mentioned previously, and search for levels with like 1 stars if you really want to do that. And then finally, for my last prediction, leaderboards. This would be, now there is already kind of leaderboards in Mario Maker, but a more detailed one, like with the star coin system, maybe how many enemies you've killed, or a specific enemy, maybe like how many coins you've gotten in total. I mean, you could easily farm this, but like maybe like only one amount per level. A lot of the leader numbers could easily be rigged just by people making farms, but it'll be from logistical things like the star coins and how many super expert leveled ranked levels you completed. It will be pretty cool to see, and also cool to find some good players online and motivate people to play more levels online from the game. But finally, that's it. Will wrap up my video for today. Hope you have a wonderful day. And also, be sure to dislike the video and unsubscribe. Bye!